Hello beautiful Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your reading for November 2020. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. This is Scorpio season, so the sun is in Scorpio, which means it's a time for looking intensely at relationships, how far you've come, and shedding any situations or people that no longer serve you or hold you back, and also nourishing the connections that you want to keep in your life. Also, Mercury is in retrograde until the 3rd of November. So communication will be a little bit difficult during this time. You may miss emails or things get delayed there. A little bit frustrating, but it will be over by the 3rd of November. Well, from the 4th really. We have the star to start. We have the tower, my beautiful Virgos, and we have the hierophant. Interesting energy for the month of November. Okay, now we have the star here. This energy is the energy that is propelling you forward in the protagonist position. So this is about success. This is about hope, clarity, and having faith that your stars are aligning for your ascension. As you can see, also, there's a lot of healing. It's a time for looking at where you've been. See the star there? It's a little bit faint. And how far you've come. So this is you coming into being now, where you're meant to be. It's divine timing. You're on your path. Now, as you get that star card to move forward, it underlines that there is a better future to come, because you may have been feeling stuck in a certain situation, or things may have, not been going exactly as you'd hoped for. Also, I'm getting an energy from this card about you following your heart and speaking your truth. Now, Virgo, you always follow your heart and speak your truth, but there may have been a bit of resistance recently in a certain situation, and that's all playing out for the best, okay? Also, they're giving me a slight, I don't often get this with this card, but I'm just going to give it because they're giving it to me. You may have been a little bit unwell recently, but you're coming through that now. So it is a time for, I don't know, it feels like there's a really positive shift in your energy. And whatever it is you're trying to achieve or follow in terms of your heart and your goals, etc., everything is coming to fruition. Obstacles are removing themselves, and it is a time for you to have some sort of faith that miracles are at play here after a period of time where things were not falling the way that you'd hoped to. This is Aquarian energy, so you may be dealing with some Aquariuses in order to action business or relationships, but this is the protagonist energy. So it feels like very much you're walking into November having faith that everything is going to work out in your favor, and it is, okay? Now we do have a tower moment. It is in the resistance position, the antagonist position. So there is a little bit of a fear of change here. You're used to your creature comforts, and you're used to certain patterns in your life, the positive ones as well as the negative ones. You may be trying to shed those negative ones, but relishing in the positive patterns that you've built in your life. Spirit is kind of saying, you know what, it's time to shake you out of your comfort zone a little bit. Get out of the patterns, because maybe you're feeling a little bit stuck in a rut, because those patterns, as comfortable as they may seem, they're not helping you further your path, okay? So they're asking you to look at that. Now the tower, often people get very scared of that tower moment, but it's just the universe sending some sort of surprise or something that you were not expecting in order to shake up the energy, to get you unstuck. It's often for your highest good. Don't resist it, okay? Because this is the resistance position. Now it feels like whatever this is, it actually allows you to avert some sort of negative situation in the future. So if you're feeling something's coming that's big and you're thinking, whoa, this is a big change, I don't really want to do this, know that Spirit is giving you this for a reason, because it's better for you in the long run. It also stops you going round and round in circles in certain patterns, but it opens your third eye, so your intuition will be bang on point in November. This is the energy to overcome. So it's almost like when things seem to be falling away, let them. okay? Because if you're trying to hold on too tight, you're holding on to stopping change, and the change is for your highest good. Now we have the hierophant. It's in the unified position, so this is about learning, okay? This is about learning from situations that did not serve you and moving through, using those lessons in order to have a higher ascension. The crown chakra has been activated here, so you're receiving a lot of wisdom, a lot of downloads there, but also that fish head appears on this card, so it's an indication here. The fish head pops up in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, and it pops out of a cup of the Page of Cups there. So there is a surprise coming, but yes, it is for you to be on the right path, to follow your heart, okay? So often when you get that Page of Cups, the fish pops up, it's a surprise, and it's a surprise that is to do with the goodness of your heart, okay? Especially when you apply it to career. Now also here there is transformation. As you can see, the crosses, the keys, they're crossing the mouth. So there is an indication here of you unlocking some sort of truth. Now there may be a two-way conversation here because there's two keys, and I don't often be drawn to the fact that there are two keys. So you'll be speaking your truth with somebody. I feel like there is also there's transformation in this relationship because we have that skull there. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Although this is a Taurus card, the skull there represents transformation, endings and new beginnings, like the death card there, so scorpionic energy. But it is to unlock the truth, for you to speak that truth and follow your heart. Now, the Hierophant, as I said, is a Taurian card. So it also is about partnership. So you may be thinking in terms of higher level commitment with either a company or a person, but it needs some sort of transformation. You need to speak up how you feel right from the heart in order to come together in being. There's a lot of learning in this, and also you may want to adopt some sort of spiritual practice to practice mindfulness, keep yourself at peace, because it looks like this tower, although it is a surprise that is for your highest good, it may knock you a little bit off balance at first because it's about patterns that you may have been used to or shedding away, okay? Nothing to be worried about, but they just want you to be mindful to practice some sort of even 10 minutes a day of silence, just to give that wonderful analytical brain of yours a rest for a moment. It's easier said than done, Virgo, I understand. Ooh. So we have the Page of Pentacles and we have the Tower. So exactly, the Tower is crossing the Tower. And when you get the Tower in this position, as I said, it's a resistance position. It's like you got it in the reverse, okay? So they're just basically, this is a foundation read with the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. It gives me a little bit of knowledge as to what they're talking about. So we have the Three of Pentacles and we have the Five of Swords, okay? So let's get straight to, oh, we're not finished there, sorry. So we have the Page of Pentacles. Now this is in reverse. So you may have been having some sort of financial problems that you're a little bit nervous about, but also there may have been a job opportunity that you expected and it did not go your way. You're hoping for something. It could have even been a raise or some sort of investment, new income that you were banking on, and you either got ignored from the situation or you got passed over with this situation. It really feels like you're standing your ground though. You're having faith regardless. So as things shed away, you're still having faith that the universe will provide, and they will. We've got that Hierophant as the unifier, which means you're rising up, you're ascending, but also you're learning at the same time. Now, in terms of relationship, because at the moment they're giving me a lot of pentacles, okay? So I'm feeling a very career-oriented kind of energy. There may have been somebody who was a little bit sneaky in this situation, a little bit sabotaging. It feels like someone did not invest in some sort of connection fully, okay? And it led you to perhaps lose finances, but also lose a little bit of faith, faith shaken a little bit. But I feel like you're holding your ground. You're really holding on to whatever faith you have left in order to move through it. You know you're on the precipice of a turnaround. Okay, with this Tower, they're just reminding you again, just let it happen. There is a fear of change here, but actually this surprise that popped up for you, if you were banking on some sort of financial kind of opportunity and it fell through, or a person you thought you could count on in terms of you know, your soul tribe, a love relationship. I'm feeling it's more career oriented though. They did not invest in the connection. It shook your foundations, okay? But it was meant to. Why? Because they don't want you sitting on the fence, Virgo. I'm just going to show you this in the upright, okay? An act of nature, that lightning bolt hits the crown chakra on the tower, okay? So the crown has been activated, just like in the hierophant, for learning lessons. Also, it sets the tower on fire, and the two figures, they leap into the unknown. Why? Because if they stayed where they were, they're stuck and they're going to get burnt, okay? It's going to be painful if they stay where they are. So the universe comes along and gives you that nudge off the fence so that you make some sort of change to shake up the energy in your life. Don't resist it, okay? Tower crossed by tower, they really do not want you to resist this change because it is for your highest good. Now we have the Three of Pentacles. When we've got that, we've got some sort of collaboration that you may have been working with somebody, using your craftsmanship, your skills. You're investing a lot in this connection, Virgo. I feel like a lot of hard work went into this. Now, because it's over the Hierophant card, this may be something to do with a higher level commitment in terms of a marriage or some sort of partnership in business. There's some sort of pairing here, and there is either a third party situation going on in a relationship, marriage that you've discovered, because you've got that Five of Swords there. There's discovery here, and it's a little bit, as I said, there's a little bit of sabotage going on. Now, if this is to do with finances, because we have to go a little bit deeper to get the information, yeah, it feels like there was, it's almost like people kind of put all the work on top of you or something. If it's a work situation, it feels very much like you brought a lot of skills to the group, and there's a lot of envy, jealousy, that kind of energy here. And as a result, it feels like there was something untoward, you know, this Five of Swords there. Someone did not give you the full information that you needed, okay, for this situation. This is about sabotage. Also, number 5 is about obstacles, conflict, okay? So when you get this card, it feels very much like someone either stole your ideas, because the swords are about, you know, intellect, ideas, that sort of thing, communication, but someone's definitely withholding in this sort of gathering, this group here. Someone knows far more than they're letting out, and I feel like you're catching them out, okay? Virgo, you're very astute, you've got very deep intuition there, but also you are an incredible analyzer of human behavior and energy in the room. You know, it's almost like your brain is a bit of a computer. That's why I said at the beginning, some spiritual practices are at play, because you're constantly assessing the situation. You've got 1,000 sort of synapses, you know, are sort of firing off information per second, and it really feels like you're on overload because there is something about this situation you're not sure about. Now, if it's to do with a relationship, as I said, I've got to go deeper and find out. It feels like you caught someone doing something that they really shouldn't have, or they've been withholding information. As a Scorpio, even if someone's withholding information, it's a big fat lie. That's what that's whatever I hear that. And I know I shouldn't be that black and white. I should be a little bit more understanding. But you know, whenever it's personal, you know, we always take it a different way than the advice that we often give out. So, but you've caught this situation, I feel. I think you've nipped it in the bud quite soon, whatever this was. Yeah, we got the Nine of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. I'm going to pull a separate card on it. Did you see that? Hierophant again, yeah. So send message here. I've got to pull another card on this Hierophant. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know regarding November? We have the Star. Interesting, we're getting the same energy, aren't we, Virgo? We're getting the same thing. We're getting the Star. Star is about healing as well. Let me see. I'm going to pull another card on it. Can you please clarify? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. I'm truly grateful. Can you please clarify the Hierophant twice for me? Are we dealing with love or are we dealing with career? Can you please guide me? Definitely dealing with some sort of partnership. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, we have the Six of Cups, and we have the Magician. Okay, so they're indicating here what happened, and that's there. Six of Cups, someone is returning, okay? So the Hierophant, it's a high-level commitment, someone that you wanted perhaps to even marry or wanted to have a deeper level of commitment here. It feels like there was a lot of withholding in this connection. Now that was either you, Virgo, or them, okay? I'm getting strong indication that the majority of the energy is that they were withholding information. You may have even suspected a third-party situation. Now, I just want to clarify, third-party situations don't often have to be a person. It doesn't mean they're cheating on you. They may have chosen a career path over you. Still, that's not very nice, but they're indicating there was an alternative factor as to why this connection didn't work out, and they were definitely withholding information or withholding stuff about themselves, okay? Now we have that Six of Cups, as I said, so they're making a return. So I just wanted to clarify this Hierophant that's on the board here. I'm not really sure whether you want to be with this person anymore, because we have that Six of Swords, okay? Now the Six of Swords is about relocating or, you know, a necessary transition, but it's about moving on as well. So I'm not sure if you really want to be in this connection with someone from the past who has either you wanted to marry or you separated from in terms of marriage, because the double tower and the Hierophant, you know, there's trouble ahead. That's the kind of energy there. But it's to shake up the energy. So I'm not sure if you want this person who is coming back. Interesting, 6 and 6, you know, 6 is the number of love. You also got that Magician. So Virgo, either you or they are calling each other back to each other's arms, okay? So I know it's kind of a push and pull. It's really interesting because what you think about, you really bring about. But as soon as I touch this Magician card, I feel like deep down, Virgo, that you think about this person a fair bit, okay? I don't want to say that you think about them a lot, but I feel quite a lot of energy of nostalgia, even attached to that Magician. And I feel like the person also that you're dealing with in terms of this connection feels the same. They're actually calling you in quite a lot. Now, this person or you may be relocating in terms of where you're living. And it feels like even though you're moving on, there's part of this person that wants to reach out and tell you, I'm moving. So you actually may receive a message from this person saying, I'm relocating to wherever, and I just thought you should know, or, you know, I don't know. It feels like this person just wants your attention though, okay, Virgo? So just to be mindful that this person has come back. Six of Cups is the card of reunion, okay? Nostalgia, reunion, someone coming back from your past. Now, it doesn't have to be someone that is a romantic interest. It could be a friend. It could be someone in your soul tribe that you lost contact with, that you hoped you would partner up with in business or in a relationship. Either way, you don't trust them, because we got that Three of Pentacles there and we got that Five of Swords. So it's caused you a lot of anxiety. I feel like it's caused you a lot of anxiety to be separated from this person, actually, with that Nine of Swords. It feels like, because we got the Nine of Swords, it feels like you're not quite there at the 10 yet. You're not completely done with this. You know, I just feel like you're just in a bit of a rock and a hard place. You're not sure whether you should walk away from this that causes you a lot of torment, but equally, it's hard to let go, okay? So the Tower, double Tower, is bringing you some sort of event, some sort of surprise that allows you and this person to move on. Now, that's either to move on and sort of have a necessary transition in the relationship with that Hierophant, you know, those keys crossing the mouth in transformation, unlocking, having a conversation, unlocking the truth of how you both feel and transitioning the relationship that way, or whether it is to completely move on from the relationship and let go. We'll have to find out here. But the Hierophant in this position, it feels like, you know, you and this person, you can't stop thinking about each other, really. Virgo, I know a lot of you are going to go, no, that's not me. Well, this is the energy I'm picking up on. So if that's not you, about past person, then perhaps this is not your reading. But I'm really picking up on, from this card when I touch this one, this person there's nobody like you, Virgo. Okay, this person, you're second to none with this person. They may not have spoken it. This person is very withholding of their information. As I said, you may be dealing with a Scorpio, even a Taurus as well. What I'm getting here is they have trouble speaking their truth. They're blocked. When they go to tell you how they feel, it's like there is a stone or something in their throat and they choke up. And I feel like you may feel the same, actually. But when you get that hierophant in the reverse, because it's in the resistance position, it feels like there is some sort of breakup happening here, some sort of separation. Okay. Now they're giving me a double energy with this. And the double energy is this, okay? This is not going to apply to everyone, but they're giving it to me as an aside for somebody, obviously, in particular, which is currently going through some sort of divorce or separation, and someone from your past is returning also. It just feels like the stars are kind of aligning for something that you had hoped for in the past with somebody, but it never worked out. And now you're shedding a relationship, or you're thinking about walking away from a relationship, and this person from your past comes back in and gives you quite a conundrum, okay? That's not for everybody, just to let you know. Now, we did receive that hierophant in the upright, as I said, but because it's in the resistance, it's like you got it in the reverse. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles, okay? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like there was no investment in this connection, that you put in a lot of hard work, okay? And it was one-sided. It's not working. Whatever this partnership is, this marriage, or working as a team, and it could still be in business, but because there's a lot of pentacles here, it just feels like this scenario is not working. As much as you put in, you're not getting the same out, okay? And we have that star card showing up in this position. You're kind of like burnt out in this scenario. It feels very much like you need a lot of healing, but you've been doing a lot of having faith and hoping that the situation will turn around, okay? But you're going to get clarity. The star is illuminating what needs to be seen. So in order to for you to proceed forward. As I said, Aquarius energy with this. It feels like this relationship will be in the spotlight. Now, this is either your work relationship with a team, that is someone is sabotaging the connection, or a relationship where one person is sabotaging. Now, I'm going to pull a card on it because people don't sabotage things for no reason, okay? Some people are lost in wounding from childhood, in patterns, especially since we got that tarot card in the reverse there. There is a pattern that needs to be shed, and there needs to be some sort of conversation that unlocks the truth about why a person is sabotaging. If you get to the root of why you or this person is in some way withholding how you feel, or self-sabotaging in some way, that's you or the other person, then perhaps you can get to the root of the problem and overcome it, because we have the star card here, which suggests there can be healing in this situation. There is a successful outcome. This is about hope, faith, bringing in that the healing properties in order to balance things out, having one foot on that ground and one in the water. Emotions need to be discussed as much as a grounded, solid foundation, okay? So that is what can be, there is a possibility here for that. But right now, Virgo, I just see that Four of Swords. You need a bit of a rest. It's time to take a bit of a time out. Have some solitude, as I said, 10 minutes by yourself, because we've got the Hierophant there. They want you to do some spiritual practice just to replenish your energy, okay? I'm just going to get the final three. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know in November? Can you please? Oh, we got some decisions to make. We got that Two of Pentacles. We have Justice. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. We have the Queen of Cups. They've asked me to go again, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Wow. That one's just standing up all by itself. Hermit. There you go, Virgo. You're standing up all by yourself, okay? That is an omen in itself. It just stood there all by itself, stood right up. So you're standing up for yourself, but also it's the same message, going deep within for clarity, okay? They said one more, so let's see what they want to say here. The Fool. Okay, Virgo, I guess you all know where this is going. But we have the Two of Pentacles. So that's why you're up all night a little bit anxious about the situation, because you're trying to like do everything. You're trying to like juggle your job, juggle this relationship that may be crumbling here, or this higher level commitment with somebody, and it's too much. Okay, so it feels very much like you got a choice to make. And because you haven't been making that choice, because it's so difficult, I feel your pain. This is not something that you've decided on a whim. This is something that is built over time and has become progressively bigger and bigger and bigger, that you cannot concentrate anymore. Now, as you can see, they're showing me something that started off quite small has turned into something quite big, and you know that you need to do something about it. Okay. That's where the Tower comes in, because if you're trying to decide which direction to go in, or you're trying to make a choice, and you have a couple of options there, the universe comes in and says, enough, let me help you. I'll make things so uncomfortable that you have to make a choice. So whatever surprise this is they're sending your way, it actually knocks you off that fence. And we got Justice. This is a Libran energy. So this is about cause and effect. Okay. So however you're leaving this connection, or discussing this connection in order to have a new start with it, there is balance. It's almost like a win-win situation, because if you stayed where you were, Virgo, you're completely stuck and nobody wins. And that's a very sad thing in life. You know, if we just stay in the same position and never say anything, you know, we suffer for the rest of our time here. And the universe doesn't want us to suffer, okay? That Justice card is about speaking the truth. So you're coming to speak your truth in this connection, this higher level connection, commitment there. Now, whether that's, as I said, in business, because at the moment, they're actually showing me two situations here. They're showing me in business, in your teamwork, but also in terms of a relationship, like a marriage or a high level commitment. But you're going to get what you truly deserve. Karma is at play here, okay? So if someone was sabotaging the connection, was sneaky in some sort of way, even verbally abusive, in their dealings with you, karma will deal with it. The universe will level this playing field for you. The truth will come out and there will be a solution, but a conversation needs to be had, okay? Now, the Justice card can often be quite brutal. And in this position, I have to say, there is an unfairness here. Someone is being unfair or dishonest in some way. You may have to also deal with contracts if you're going through some sort of divorce or legalities in terms of, you know, a business or something. If you're leaving a business partnership or something like that, it feels very much like the scales are tipping either side, but someone is playing a little bit underhanded, okay? Now, when the Justice comes, though, it will be fair, okay? But at first, it feels a little bit underhanded, just to let you know. We have that Queen of Cups energy. So this is a Cancerian energy. So you may be speaking to somebody who has a Cancerian placement, somebody that you feel can help you heal this situation, supportive, nurturing. This person is in complete balance. I feel like this person is someone that, I'm going to pull a card on it, because I feel like this person is someone that you really trust, but is not part of this situation, okay? You know, the Hermit there is you, Virgo, and I feel like you may be enlisting someone in your soul tribe. So I'm just going to quickly pull a card on that Queen of Cups for you. Queen of Cups, please. Could you please clarify this Queen of Cups and the Hermit card? Can you please clarify for my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know? November 2020. Can you please guide me? I'm truly grateful for the messages so far. Thank you so much. So we have the Star card. Same message again. Page of Cups. Okay. Interesting energy. Well. I have to put it this way. We've got the Star card. So this person's going to help you heal. Okay. It is definitely a separate entity, separate person from you. And the Page of Cups in reverse. Now, this could be someone that you separated from in the past. Okay. So as I said, someone's returning from your past. I feel like you're going to confide in them. Now, Virgo, I don't mean that this is going to be a romantic connection between you and this person, although it could turn that way, just to let you know. But this person actually is very nurturing, they're very unbiased. This person is very healing. They're very supportive. They've got a beautiful heart. They're a good listener, okay? And they want the best for you, whoever this person is. They want the best for you. So they do help you, maybe give you some advice, but help you see the way in this situation. They're saying that you know who this person is. Sorry, they're just giving me a message here. They're showing me it's like a chocolate box. It's in the shape of a heart. With all these different chocolates in it. So maybe you gave this to this person in the past. Like, I'm talking, this is a long time ago, okay? It feels very much like a memory rather than you doing it right now. But I guess if you're doing it right now, wrapping some sort of gift box or something, a heart, you've received a heart-shaped chocolate box or something. If that's you, or you've just given it as a gift to somebody, then there's something in this message for you. But I feel like this is attached to somebody in the past. This person from the past seems to come in. It's someone that you may have rejected, or they rejected you in the past in terms of a love. It feels like you were both very immature at the time of meeting, and it just didn't work out. So same message here. But it feels like they've come along at the right time, because no matter what happened between you and this person, there is a friendship here, that this person, I kind of feel they still want the best for you. Okay, they've managed to put their feelings aside from the past, and they somehow give you counsel, is what I'm getting. Now we have that Hermit card, so obviously Virgo, turning up in your own reading. You got to go deep within, though, to know the truth of the situation for you. Okay, this is a spiritual illumination moment. You know, you have to find out the truth of the situation in terms of finding out which direction you want to go in before you decide what you're going to do. But we can see what's happening here. We got the Aries card, the Fool. Okay, so this is a fresh hope. There is a new path available to you for a new beginning. Now, the question is, though, are you having a new beginning and transforming a relationship that someone may have sabotaged? Or are you making a fresh new start into the unknown? Okay, because we got that double Tower card, you know, I'm getting an energy that you're deciding to move away, fresh new start into the unknown, and taking a leap of faith on something new. Okay, there's a lot of peace with this, because I feel like you've been really bogged down by this situation. You're on the precipice of something wonderful. Okay, something very wonderful and successful, but you got to break away, it looks like, from something that is not working for you. So I feel like I'm going to pull some more cards on it. Oh, sorry, they just said wrong deck. I feel like, Virgo, once you walk away from one relationship, I feel like there is a possibility of a new relationship for you with the person from the past. But I feel like I'm not even sure if you want to go with that person either. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know regarding... Wow, that is some serious smackdown. You're not taking any prisoners in this situation, Virgo. Normally you're very peaceful. We have the Queen of Swords. Look at that. Oof. I have to give it to you how they're giving it to me. Now we have the Moon. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Lovers. Okay, so you do have a big choice to make here in terms of love or some sort of partnership. It's the same message, really, but there is a reveal. We have the Two of Wands in reverse. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know regarding November? We have the Eight of Pentacles. Thank you so much. Is in reverse. My beautiful Virgo, what do they need to know? November 2020. Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Wow. Okay. We got the Four of Wands. We got the Six of Pentacles. Sorry, I'm just moving that over there for a bit of space. And we have the Knight of Swords. Interesting. Okay. So... I feel it's the same message, Virgo, but anyway, let's go for it. We have the Moon card. It's in the reverse. There's going to be some sort of truth revealed, okay? Exactly the same. It allows you to speak from the deep. Even, you got to speak your truth, even if your voice shakes, Virgo. This is the moments that you may have been dreading, or the moments that you know, have been waiting for. The Moon brings clarity. okay? It also speaks to the shadow side. So if someone is lost in a shadow side and they're sabotaging a connection with you, there needs to be a discussion so that you can A, highlight it to them, so that B, there can be some sort of breakthrough, okay? Or you walk away in peace. But ultimately, this is a Cancerian energy. It feels very much like there's somebody who speaks to your wild side and somebody who speaks to your tame side. It's like a settling down kind of energy versus a very wild kind of free-spirited kind of person energy. So I feel like there are two people that could be in your mind, okay? As one thing's crumbling, it feels like there is a possibility of something new. Now, I'm not saying that there is any sort of cheating or overlapping in this reading at all. I'm not seeing that at all. What I'm seeing is a really big dilemma that you have in terms of trying to make something work that just doesn't seem to be working. No matter how much you invest in it, it just doesn't seem to go the way you'd hoped. We do have that Queen of Swords. Now, this is very self-sufficient. Libran energy. So you're leading with total honesty. You're speaking the truth. You're going after the truth. You're actually putting away those little emotions. As you can see, that cup is almost like imprisoned there. Okay, so if you're dealing with a Libran who just refuses to actually acknowledge their feelings, because someone is putting their feelings away here, and they're being quite shrewd in the way that they talk, etc., but they're burying some feelings here. So if you're dealing with a Libran who's doing that, it looks like they're out of balance and they're not on the same vibrational wavelength as you at the moment. But I really feel like you're going after the truth, Virgo, of the situation. Okay. Sorry, they're just giving me something else. They're showing me a piece of blue ribbon. It's really dark royal blue ribbon, and it's got a little white kind of like it's almost like little sewed bits around the side. How can I put that? Like, you know, like someone's got a needle and thread and put little white bits of thread along the ribbon sides. It's very precise. That's not for everybody. Okay, now they're giving me well, they've given me a blue ribbon. I'm going to give you exactly what they're giving me, because for me, this makes no sense, but it may make sense to you. They're showing me that blue ribbon, but also they're giving me, I think it's a song or a rhyme, tie a little ribbon round the old oak tree. Okay, now this is like, almost like, I guess, an energy of, I don't know the song, so I'm just picking up on the vibes of the energy. I feel like it's more like a forget-me-not. Don't forget about me energy. Okay, now that song may be relevant to somebody out there. If that's you, there's something in this message for you, but I feel like there is a wistful energy about it, like, please don't forget about me, you know, that there's that energy. So that's what I'm getting here. Now we do have that Lover's card, so I feel like, Virgo, this is soulmate energy, possibly even twin flame energy, okay? But you've got a choice, because that Lover's card used to be called the choice. So it's making a decision about partnership, and you've got a big one to make. There's a choice between the strength of two together, or you walk away, okay? Now it looks like you really want to get married to, we got that Four of Wands, okay? You wanted a successful union with somebody, but also this is a reunion card, okay? So it feels like there is someone returning to your life, as well as you're dealing with some sort of partnership at this present moment in time. There's someone that, now this is from your past. This is someone from your past that you always thought they were the one. It's almost like the one that got away. Well, the one that got away, it feels like that one's coming back. That's the energy that I'm getting from this card. And they're the ones that are connected to the ribbon. Tie a ribbon around the old oak tree. Now, I'm just getting that this ribbon is yellow. I don't know the song, but they're giving me that. They're showing me an image of a blue ribbon. So, I mean, it's quite a conundrum there. But again, if it resonates for you, there's something in this message for you. You have a big choice. But we have that Two of Wands in the reverse. So it feels like no matter how you try and sort a situation, plans just fall apart. You know, it just feels like you're trying to invest in something and it just falls apart. You may be waiting for the right opportunity as well, but you just don't want to wait anymore, Virgo. Now is the time is now. You're going after the truth of the situation, because you're just going to be stuck. You're not investing in yourself. You're out of balance if you're not leading with your heart. And the universe is saying follow your heart. Okay, we have that hierophant. This is the overall energy. These 3 black cards, these are the overall energy for November. This is just the details. Okay, now we have that 8 of Pentacles. It's in reverse. So there's repair work to be done here with a marriage sort of situation, okay, because we have that 4 of Wands. So repair works needs to be done. If you can get through it and over it, then it can be successful. As I said, this partnership can be successful, but it takes 2 to tango, Virgo. If you're investing a lot, which I feel like you're investing a lot of hard work in this connection, you're not getting the rewards. Okay, you're not getting a reciprocal amount of energy back. As you can see, it's not reciprocal. The 6 of Pentacles, it's a one-sided kind of relationship that's happening here. And one of you may have even gone silent. Okay, one is withholding how they feel, and they've gone silent. Okay, it feels like also it feels very much like they just want to. They're going away. Someone is going away, having some sort of lifestyle change or something as well. Now we have that 4 of Wands that they want to talk about. This is solid foundations. So this is also a reunion card. Okay, this is a bit of a celebration that someone is returning home. So it feels very much like, as it's just next to the Lover's card, it's someone that a long time ago you thought was the one. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting. Now they are returning. So it's over the 2 of Pentacles though, so you have a choice to make, and it's next to the Lover's card. You also have a choice. We have a Knight of Swords. Virgo, there is a deep-rooted energy of this card of you just wanting to run away. You don't want to make the decision. It feels like you just want to run, get on that motorcycle and go. Okay, so you may be, as I said, thinking about moving away or having some sort of necessary relocation for your work or your situation, but with the Knight of Swords, they're indicating some sort of lifestyle change. Okay, and I feel like you could also be dealing with an air element there, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, but this is someone coming to speak the truth. The Knights always, they take action, and the swords are about truth, about communication. So you're taking action to find the truth of the situation before you can take action on a lifestyle change. And it's over the Fool card, so there's a new start here. You're taking no prisoners. You're following your heart. You're getting the truth of the situation, and then I feel like you're going after the relationship that you want or the partnership that you want, but it has to be healthy, and there has to be learning, because that Hierophant is all about learning. Now I'm just going to get you any final messages. We have the Judgment in reverse. Someone is denying their feelings big time. They're denying something, that's for sure. We have the World. So yeah, there's travel definitely happening here. You're also closing off a cycle. We have the 8 of Chalices in reverse. Thank you so much, Spirit guys. I'm truly grateful. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Star-crossed lovers here. I'm feeling a bit of a Romeo and Juliet kind of energy. Even though you may not be that age, I'm feeling someone like a long-lost love is coming back to your life in some way. I mean, it's not really divine timing, because if you're having issues in a current one, it depends on your choice, obviously. We all have free will. Same message. I mean, 3 stars. Virgo, 3 stars here. So this is the stars aligning for a very important crossroads in your life, really. November is a big month for you. So we have the Judgment. It's in reverse. So someone is denying their feelings, or they're fearing change. They feel like it's weak to give their emotions out. And Virgo, that's not really a healthy kind of position to be in yourself, or to deal with in somebody else. But you may have felt like you made an error of judgment in trusting this person or investing in this person. I feel like also you've left the door open for this person many occasions to come on in and let the love in, but still, it just doesn't seem to work. Okay, now we have the World card as well. So you're closing off a cycle. The lessons are being learned. So that connects to that Hierophant in the major arcanas there. You're reaching a goal in terms of this relationship, which is, it feels like you're finally seeing the truth. Now we've got like a lion versus a peacock. Okay, so something very beautiful and so someone very beautiful, very delicate, but also with a lot of pride, versus this lion that is like almost bulldozing someone's emotions over in order to get what they want. Okay, I feel like you're dealing with somebody like that. It's quite a sabotaging, a lot of conflict kind of environment, and you're closing off a cycle. You're learning and you're letting go. This is about new beginnings and endings. Okay, so I feel like it's definitely coming to an end there. You didn't want it to, but we have another 8 of chalices here. Okay, so it feels the exact same message. When you got the 8 of chalices, that is the 8 of cups. Even if you look up the meaning of this card, it is about you've learnt fully from the past about a situation. You've learned about your situation now, the relationship, partnership that you could be in, and someone returns home. Someone is returning to you. Okay, so it's the same message here. And we have that Wheel of Fortune because it's divinely guided. The Wheel of Fate has stepped in here, which explains that Tower. The Tower is a surprise. It doesn't have to be a bad one or a good one. It's a surprise that allows you to move forward. So that Wheel of Fortune, good fortune here, is a turning point in this relationship with somebody. It looks like with somebody from the past, though. Okay, I have to give it that. Now we have that 5 of Wands. It's a very successful, harmonious connection. There will be problems will be resolved if you want them to be in your marriage or your higher level commitment, but it depends on you, Virgo. You have free will. If you cannot make it work with this person, know that someone from your past that you really had a lot of love for is returning, and there is an opportunity for you and this person from the past to move forward in some sort of close relationship. I'm just going to put it that way because we always have free will. And we have the 5 of Wands there. So after a period of problems or conflict, there will be harmony and success because you're closing off the cycle here. And we have the Star. Beautiful energy. The Star is about success. It's about abundance. It's about getting the clarity you need to have faith and see things as they really are. There's a lot of hope for your partnership, whichever partnership you choose. Okay, the stars are aligning for your ascension. But there's also a possibility to heal a relationship if you'd rather do that and not go back to the person in the past. But it looks like you got a bit of a choice. Now, not everyone's got a choice here, Virgo, but I see that you have. It's about making a new start, though. So I really feel like the stars are aligning for you to make a new start in your life and let go of anything that is toxic or, sabotaging in any way, releasing those cycles in order to move forward for positivity. Okay. So they've asked me to leave it there. It is your choice. I was going to go for another one just to clarify, but they've said no. So I'm just going to get you a final Wisdom of the Oracle card before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? Wow. That's normally a little bit too much. How would you like to receive? Thank you. We have the fork in the road. So as I said, you have a decision to make, but you got it in the reverse. So deep down, Virgo, you know where you're going. You know what you need to do. You got milk and honey. Okay. And that is also in the reverse. We got a leg up. They're all in reverse, Virgo. And that's in reverse. And we also got poised in reverse. So you may not be ready for breaking away for somebody, even though you've thought about this for a long time. There's something here that is not healthy. Milk and honey is in reverse, and you need to walk away from it. Now, I'm just going to give you the meanings in the book because I wouldn't not want to tell you anything wrong. First up is fork in the road. Now, it's number 13. So that is the transformation card, the death card there. As I said at the beginning, the scorpionic energy. It's almost like someone is holding on too tightly, is resisting the change. And you get the message in the reverse, which is the protection message, which is this. And it says, indecision is extremely frustrating and will lead to anxiety, loss, and confusion. At this juncture, you can't remain in a place without losing your way altogether. Avoid the tendency to let others choose for you, which amounts to a subtle refusal to take responsibility. Don't give your power away, not even to this oracle. But by not making a choice, you are making a choice for which you must be accountable. If that choice leads to undesirable circumstances, take heart. Spirit never tires of giving second chances. You can always start again once you've learned this valuable lesson. Okay? So that is the first message there. You've definitely got that choice, but it's definitely about that tower moment. If you're not going to make a decision, the universe will come along to give you that opportunity to give second chances and look at things again. So we have number 51. Also in reverse, it's milk and honey. Okay, milk and honey protection message. And it says, a nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly, before your feelings return to you and you need to re-up until you're exhausted. Feeling worse than before, you may continue struggling, or you may see the light and choose to surrender to spirit. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. If you can do it, do so before you engage in behaviors that you'll later regret. You are so loved. You are so cared for. Feel the love and compassion for yourself. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing. That's all that counts right now. Okay, so looking after yourself, very important. Now we also have a leg up in the reverse. It's number 34. And when you reduce number 34, also when milk and honey is number 51. When you reduce that, 5 plus 1 is 6, so that's the number of love. So loving yourself first, very important. And also 34, reduce it, 3 plus 4 is 7, so it's about taking action and change. Now it says, are you always insisting on doing everything yourself? Do you have little faith that help will come, convinced that the burden of the world is doomed to remain on your shoulders? Your beliefs about going it alone need to be discarded, as they do not serve you at all. Let others help you. Yes, it will make you feel vulnerable to admit that you need help, but to be vulnerable is good, for you have a lesson to learn. You must let someone else assist you. You cannot do life all by yourself. Once you shift your expectations, you'll be amazed how quickly help arrives to give you a leg up. Okay, so I really feel like even though you want to go it alone with that hermit card, you will reach out to someone who has a Cancerian placement. Someone's very nurturing, very supportive, very healing. They will help you through this rocky patch. We also have poised. It's number 48. 48, you get it in the reverse. Poised. Okay, and 48 is when you reduce it, 4 plus 8 is 11, so this is a soul path number. It says you're not ready to move forward at this time, and that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck right now. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half-finished. It's okay to postpone things until you're ready. It's better to disappoint others than to wish you had later. Okay, it's better to disappoint others now than wish you had later. Okay, so there's a lot of pressure on you for sure. Okay, so if that's connected to your work situation, because as you can see, they've given me 2 cards for love. They've given me 2 cards for career. So there's an either or happening here, a double energy. So if you're doing a lot by yourself at work, reach out, ask for some sort of, delegate. I know you don't like that word, Virgo. You're very good at doing things by yourself and standing on your own 2 feet. But sometimes you need to do that in order to move forward and give yourself a bit of a break, Virgo. Okay. Now I'm just going to get a trinket before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know? We got quite a lot again. Okay. See, all of these trinkets absolutely apply to this situation. So we have the fish here, okay? Now, this is Pisces energy, so you could be dealing with someone who has a Pisces placement. But they're giving me an energy of something's fishy, something's a little bit off in this situation, and you want to get to the truth of the situation with this. But also they're giving me the double energy, which is the fish popping out of the Page of Cups, which is also a Pisces energy, about following your heart in this situation. If it feels off, then your intuition is right. They actually want this on the hierophant, okay? Now also we have the star. I mean, this is the 4th star, Virgo. This is a big time. The stars are aligning for your ascension spiritually, but also on the physical plane in terms of success and abundance. Especially there's healing, okay, for this relationship if you want it to. If not, the stars are aligning for a new love to come on in towards you, just so you're aware. Where would you like this? They want it on the Fool card. I thought they were going to want it on the star, but they actually want it on the Fool card for a new start. Also, we have that key, and again, that rose. That rose connects to the Death card, the Scorpionic Death card of transformation. This is the key to transforming for peace. So a conversation needs to be had to give you peace of mind, and peace will reign at the end of it, okay? So you need to unlock that for this partnership. They want it on the Hierophant also. And finally, we have the bee, worker bee, okay? Yes, Virgo, it is a lot of hard work. And unfortunately, it's something that you have to do. You've been perhaps taking on a little bit too much hard work, but there's a little bit more work to be done, and then you're free, okay? So that's what they're indicating here. Now, also, this may be a signifier for you. They're also saying this word to me. Well, it's 2 words. They're saying muddy duck. Muddy duck. Okay, so a duck that has mud on it. Maybe the muddy duck is a place, or it is the name of a company or something that you've set up in partnership with this person, or you're in business with your other half and thinking about whether you should partner up with them in business, and calling something the muddy duck. Awesome name, by the way, but if that's you, then there's something in this message for you. But if I'm picking up symbolically of the energy, you know, when you watch a duck gliding across the water, it looks effortless, but actually their feet are like going crazy underneath. There's a lot of work. People make it look effortless, but often there's a lot of work that goes in there. And the mud, you know, there's a lot to search through. There's a lot of mud to get through before you can actually get to the bottom of it, you know, that sort of energy. Where would you like this? They want it on the World card. Okay, because you've worked really hard to complete some cycles and do a lot of learning here, but there's still a little bit left to do before you make this decision, okay? But it is your decision, my beautiful Virgo, and I will leave it there. It's a tough one, so I'm sending out a lot of love for you and a lot of hugs. If this does resonate in some way, please like or subscribe to my channel. It's completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell. Apparently that's important. It lets you know when I update my next message, and lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me. Okay, also Virgo, I just want to say this. Some of this reading feels very familiar to the Libran reading, which was about partnership, a question mark over some sort of partnership, high-level commitment. So perhaps your person is a Libra, or maybe you've got a Libran placement. There might be something there for you. Anyway, good luck, my beautiful Virgo. Love and light.